Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video review for a new television series that just started airing April 2014. That is of FX's original Fargo. Alright, good stuff. So this was a viewer requested topic. Had a good number of people ask for me to check this out, including some that were spamming every video. Review Fargo like 20 times for every single video. But anyway, that's okay. I got my attention. I checked out the series. The first 2 episodes of it have aired, and I believe it's supposed to be a 10-episode limited series, or mini-series, really. However, at least that was what was written on the wiki originally. However, the episode guides only have it listed for 6 episodes, so I don't know if it's going to be 6 or 10, but it's basically a limited one-time, one-season type of thing. That said, the episodes are a good length. The first episode is 70 minutes. The second one is 50 minutes, and it's pretty close to movie quality, I would say, for the most part. It's set in Minnesota, so you've got the snow everywhere during, I assume, it would be the winter time. And we have some interesting characters in this one. Our lead character is played by Martin Freeman, who plays a character named Lester Nygaard. Now, the whole thing is based off of a true story from I believe it's, I want to say 2006. I think it says it in the beginning. Anyway, whatever the case may be, it's based on a true story, so this actually did happen in the real world. And it says that essentially the names of the people have been changed for the television series. The events themselves are exactly the same, an exact accounting of what happened. So, I mean, I don't know if the dialogue is exactly, what was accounted for. I guess it's, I guess for the most part, we would assume it would be only that, like if a certain character is killed, how do we know for sure what was said? These types of things, we don't know for 100%. But nevertheless, it's a true account, let's say, or a close interpretation of what actually happened in real life. And that's kind of funny because some of the things that happen, and I'm like thinking to myself, is that really believable? And then I remind myself, well, this really happened. Sometimes the real world is stranger than fiction. It really is. And for example, from this one, just in the, I won't spoil too much, don't worry, but just in the premiere episode, you have Billy Bob Thornton, who plays our drifter character. His name is Lorne Malvo, and basically he comes into town and it says here, I'll just read the description for it. It says, a drifter named Lorne Malvo arrives in small town Minnesota and influences the population with his malice and violence, including put-on insurance salesman Lester Nygaard. There's a scene where he will, Billy Bob Thornton's character, Lorne, he'll actually intimidate a police officer to not giving him a ticket so that he can continue to just drive off. It's a weird one because I was thinking to myself in real life, like, would that work? That probably would not work. But if it's a true account, then it must have, I guess. So, yeah. Now, so he's a fun character. He plays he's kind of he's got, Billy Bob Thornton plays him really well. He's got this really creepy stare to him where he's always like looking at people, and he's got this really weird stare thing going. And in addition to that, he's a pretty badass type of character. He's not really afraid of anybody, and he's really good at killing people. He does it both for money, as like a hitman, and also sometimes just to help somebody out, I guess. If he thinks that he is actually helping somebody out by killing someone, then he will go ahead and do that. So that's his character. He really badass dude. Martin Freeman's character Lester Nygaard is I want to say like our main protagonist, or at least him and between him and Lorne, those are our two, I'd say, forefront characters for the series. With him played by Martin Freeman, he's an English actor, I believe. He was in The World's End. He was in lots of different English movies and stuff over the years, and I think TV series too. So he plays kind of like this really, I want to say, like underachieving kind of smaller guy that he's kind of a loser. At least people treat him like he's a loser, and they push him around quite a bit. He doesn't make the most money. His brother's like rich, and other people he grew up with are like, very well off, and he lives in kind of a, rundown older place, not in great shape. He's got an old washing machine that keeps shifting and creaking when it's running, and basically he's not very fulfilled with his life. Along comes Lorne and essentially shows him that he shouldn't be taking crap from people, and with essentially a few minutes of conversation, maybe 10 minutes, half an hour of conversation, Lester's whole worldview or zeitgeist kind of changes, and he changes quite a bit. So I don't want to give too much away about the plot or anything for anyone who hasn't seen it. You can find it online. You can check it out. His transformation already from the beginning of when we meet him up till now is it's pretty interesting. It reminds me of some other shows I've seen before, kind of, but faster. And he's a really fun, just kind of strange and I don't know. He's a different kind of character than I'm used to, And so to see what he evolves into, to see how he changes over the course of the series, if at all, because it's only 10 episodes, but it should be interesting. Anyway, I like his character quite a bit. We also have Colin Hanks, who plays Gus Grimly, who's a police officer. We haven't seen too much from him yet, but a little bit, and he's kind of like your typical good guy cop that, that's really sort of a family man, kind of. That's really all I want to say about his character so far. Joey King plays Greta Grimly, so she's in there as well, too, as his daughter. We've got Allison Tolman as Molly Solverson, and Bob Odenkirk plays Deputy Bill Oswald, who's a really fun, kind of like he's on Lester's side. He believes Lester would, never do anything to hurt anybody or anything of the sort like that, and Molly kind of disagrees with that. So there's a lot more characters than just that, but I'll start with those. That's for the premiere, pretty much. And I do think it's a pretty damn good show. I'm going to give it a score. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's a really solid start to a pretty decent limited series. Because it's a real world thing, they couldn't have like an on-running multiple season show with it. It just wouldn't really make sense, because it's the actual events that took place, and they just split them up into episodes and kind of, put it through there. But it is really high quality. I think the characters are pretty interesting and different from what you're used to, especially Lester, and especially the way he plays off with Lorne, how they're totally polar opposites, and how Lorne kind of changes him in such a short period of time is interesting. So if you like darker stuff, if you like sort of crime drama, I want to say, and real world, documentary style accountings, definitely check out Fargo. Really great show on FX. Pretty good new one. I may do some more reviews for it. Let me know what you guys think about that, because I have seen the first 2 episodes. This is like a premiere review and kind of an overview of what I think we're going to see for the season, kind of a review of where I think the show's going to be headed. Anyway, I'll call it here. That's it for this review, guys. I'll see you for the next one. Let me know what you think about more reviews for Fargo. This is Trev, and saying peace.